take the safer route. Now it's ownership and bank account. The beef, what that cake about. Young and black on that paper route. They never thought we'd make it out. Never thought we'd make it out. Cause we didn't take the safer route. Now it's ownership and bank account. The beef, what that cake about. Young and black on that paper route. They never thought we'd make it out.
What's the deal? We back again. Episode 6, Richard Hart Podcast. Your boy Munchie B.
And the princess of the pod, Mariah.
And we got a special guest in the building. We're gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Ron. From the Crenshaw District, Crenshaw and Slauson. And I'm happy to be here, man.
We appreciate having you. And for those who do not know who Ron is, he is the nephew of the legendary Raymond Washington, the founder of the Crips.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear myself back. That's how it's supposed to be?
Go ahead, keep going. I'll fix it.
All right. Yeah. So that's big for me, right? Because I'm coming from the community I come from, and I got a legitimate dude from the other side of the tracks. You know what I mean? He got a story, and this the first time for me to be interviewing somebody in that capacity. You know what I mean? Aside from being in jail, having conversations with people like that, because we gotta coexist, but we doing it by option now, and so that's big for me. You know what I mean? And then I got my girl Mariah right here. I know she got a lot of questions. Have you ever dealt with a dude doing time before?
Doing jail time?
Right.
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yes.
How much time you do?
3-4 months, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. It was my kid. Yeah, it was nothing too crazy.
No. Hey, so you held it down for them 3-4 months?
Yeah, absolutely. I was pregnant, so I had no choice.
You had no choice. Well, that's good. I mean, what happened with y'all, though?
We just have 2 kids, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
We just coexist.
You want any more?
Absolutely not.
Okay, you like
my kids are big, and they're 2 and done.
Everything.
Yeah,
Hey. So, my boy Ron, he had a journey. He got a story. He did some time. How long you do, Ron?
I did almost 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
I'm gonna go back to your time. But coming home, what was the biggest shocker? Because I know it's like a culture shock coming home from doing all that time. What was the biggest shock to you?
Felt like a giant to these people, man. They short. I was like, wow, these people short and I'm just tall. But, you know, the really shocker to me is getting used to people, you know, rubbing elbows with you. Like, it's like compact out here. So when you walk in and somebody bump you, you expect somebody to say, excuse me, but they just walk right past you, don't say nothing. And depending that, it's not going to happen.
Right, coming from where you coming from, left from prison, is way more structure.
It's
And
way
if
more structure.
you do step on somebody's foot, don't say, excuse me, what will happen?
Don't get knocked down.
Right.
So penitentiary rules, if we had them in the outside world, do you think that we would get along better?
If you had me in the outside world,
Like the penitentiary rules as far as like
I
this.
think that it would be more structure. Yeah.
Because where he just came from on that level of a prison is more structure, more respect. Because if it ain't the respect there, it will go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's life or death. You know what I mean?
And I think it was like that, like in the 80s. Like growing up in the 80s and the 70s, we had a lot of respect. You might have a little bit of this and here and there disrespectful, but for the most part, it was respect. Now it's just like like my last 10 years in prison, you seen a lot of little kids coming in on some other stuff. They not doing the program they supposed to do. Like we structure a program. Now if you try to wiggle in through this program and doing what you want to do, that's not gonna happen. You either gonna get with the program or you gonna get dealt with straight up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So from my generation up towards yours, you think people lost respect for their elders as far as the like their older homies, the G homies or whatever?
I think they did. I think the drugs did it, man. I think the drugs in prison, you know what I'm saying? Dudes off these drugs and off these little pills and stuff they was taking, took them off their square, started doing some goofy stuff that caused them to either get DP'd or rolled up. You know
So when you first went in, the drug problem wasn't as much of a big deal, but over time you got to see the changes.
Well, when I first came to prison, a lot of people, if you was on drugs, you was doing it in your cell. You wasn't bringing that outside the cell.
Okay, it was frowned upon.
Yeah. So now you got cats that's just doing it. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but then you got people like me that want to go home and is trying to get to the house to where I'm not going to put my hands on them because now I'm jeopardizing my opportunity to go home. And I'm taking all these groups for change and get some insight into myself and learning things about myself to where I know I can use this as a coping skill, as a tool to be better. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Putting my hands on somebody else be...
Okay, looking at Kev Mac interview, I heard the story, your squabbles, you know what I'm saying? You know, Playboy gangsters, all that, and doing this 29-year stretch, when you think the change came, like, you know what I'm saying, the transition, so you start looking at things a little different.
Well, I think it was my change started, I was in the hole. We had a riot with the Compton and Watts card, the neighborhoods with the Compton and Watts, over gambling, over money. You know, those are the things that we always get into it about. But I was sitting in the hole, man. I was in there like my first 6 months in the hole, and my mother and father came to visit me, and my oldest brother, rest in peace, came to visit me, and my mother kind of got on me. You know, she would just talk to me like, you know, Ronald, you got to understand something. We're doing this time with you. You're not doing this by yourself. So what affects you affects us. With everything you do affects us. Because we sending you these packages. We going out our way to send you this money to go to the store every month. You know what I'm saying? We paying for lawyers trying to get you out of jail. He said, I challenge you to change your way of thinking. This is what I challenge you to do. I need you to start thinking before you start reacting, man. Stop letting these dudes take you down. You know what I'm saying? And I sat in the bucket. I thought about it. I was just like, damn, man, change. I said, shit, man, I've been in prison 10 years. You don't want some change, man.
I was about to ask how many years you was in before you got that visit.
10. And I was like, this is my mama, man. So I can't just disregard what she's saying. But at the end of the day, I'm still on this yard with these dudes. So, you know, I ain't trying to look weak or nothing like that. But I look at a lot of my big homies. When I first came in, who gave me the blueprint on how to do this time, mind your business, do you, and stick with the program. Whatever the program is with the homies, stick with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't veer away. So I did that. You know what I'm saying? But thought about it, and I said, man, I got to give this change thing a chance. So when I got out the hole, I started doing other things, you know what I'm saying? Now I told my homeboys, I say, man, I'm finna just chill. You know, y'all the homies, I'm here. But I just need to figure some things out about my life, man, and try to get out of here, man. I gotta walk this road trying to better myself. So it started there, and I bumped my head a few times, you know what I'm saying? I went to the hole a couple more times. Phones, all this old stuff. I done had fights and stuff, but nothing's perfect in this world, you know what I'm saying? So.
And then when you talk to homies that they respected it, right?
And they respected it because they see if you're not straddling the fence, they're gonna respect what you doing.
Right.
If you around here saying I changed, I'm going to church, I'm doing this, but I'm over here gang banging, blood and cripping, whatever, they ain't gonna respect that. They gonna get with your program like, dude, they gonna get with your program because you can't straddle the fence. So me, I'm gonna say that I was hood, you know what I'm saying? As we would say, I was hood, but at the end of the day, I still needed to be a man. A man is gonna make choices that's gonna be hard for him to really do. And one of the hardest things I can do is just change my views on certain things and walk away from certain things I may see like, oh man, you know, I could walk away from a fight. Motherfucker called me out, I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, it's hard to do the right thing. Like it's real easy to you know what I'm saying, go do the negative thing, go turn up. You know what I'm saying? It's hard though, because what you did and you hollered at the homies like, I'm about to go, you know what I'm saying, get it right. A lot of people ain't gonna have that courage to do.
Yeah, I told them, you know, and a lot of my little homies that come to the yard always come check in, come see me and this and that, but I just show them, bro, this is the program, this is what we do, bro. Hey, man, I encourage you to do this, do that, but I know you're the homie and you're going to do what you do, but don't get nobody caught up in your shenanigans. Because if you get us caught up in your shenanigans, that's your ass. That's just part of it. You just got to tell them.
Right.
Right. So one of my favorite books is the autobiography of Malcolm X, and I believe he did almost 7 years. And at one point, he was able to free his mind, so his mind wasn't in prison. At what point do you think that you were able to free your mind from being in prison, so your thoughts aren't so negative, and when you are able to think clear, in more of a positive attitude, maybe you know, wake up every day and not look at life as like this is just the end for me.
Allowing my faith in God to surface and work within me and not fighting it. You know, once I believe in, I'm a true believer in God. I believe in God. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I believe He is real and
Yes.
He works. You know what I'm saying? So when I start I start reading my Bible. You know what I'm saying? I start praying. I start doing a lot of things like that. You know, I go to church. You know, sometimes I be thinking church is politics sometimes. You know what I'm saying? There's politics in the church, but at the end of the day, it's your personal relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to keep God a center point, even in prison. I keep God a center point in my life. Even if I mess up, I can still go back and pray and ask for forgiveness, and I can be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Despite of what may happen on this yard after I did, if I go to the hole, I go to the hole. But I know I can go in this prayer, and I can know that it's still change is still there. You know what I'm saying? And I also tell myself there's always room for better. So if I'm doing good now, there's always room for better. So I always challenge myself in that too. So I think it was my faith, man. I just allowed my faith to really work within me and I let people see it because I was going to church. I go to church. I was a Muslim at one point in prison. I did the Islam thing too. I mean, you know, I feel
What made
like,
you change? I'm sorry to cut you.
well, I did think the Islam was more structured. It was a lot of structure in Islam.
That's
in
what I
prison.
hear. Like the structure that people might not be that religion, but they practice it because it's structured.
It's a lot of structure, man. I was a part of the nation. You know, did the general. I did recite general orders, everything. But in the back of my mind, I was like, Jesus is Lord, man. So, you know, I think I did it for the structure instead of doing it because this is what I wanted to do. So,
So in the beginning of your time, what you get sentenced to?
Christian, when I first came in.
No. When you first got sentenced, what
What I was sentenced to.
Right.
15 to life.
Okay.
15 to life. I took a deal because I thought I was going to Y. I thought they was going to send me to youth authority, and that never was on the table according to the judge. I had seen the psych and everything, man.
Damn. So hold on, who had you under the pretense, like the understanding that you was about to head towards youth authority?
My lawyer,
How old were you?
18.
Wow.
Oh,
You a
that's crazy. Nah, man, that's toe up. So man, your counsel's supposed to explain what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you signed up for something that.
She told me that I'm gonna get you 15 years of life. You're gonna go to youth authority. You're gonna do 12 years. And I'm like, you sure? She said, yeah. We're gonna have a psychiatrist come see you for the psych to see you and all this other stuff. So that's what happened. They postponed it. I took the deal. We seen the psych for Y. She recommended youth authority for me. I was in the county jail with my homeboy Swanee. He blind too. My
I heard
homeboy
about him.
Swanee. Yeah, and I was telling him, hey man, they ain't going to Y. I think they're gonna send me to Y. Hey man, do 12 years and this and that. He said, shit. He was like, nigga, if I would go to trial, but I mean, shit, you go to Y, that's cool. And I get to court, man. I get up in there thinking it's all good, man. He said, what? If I had to rule on this, I would deny this. We never spoke on this. And I looked at my lawyer, I said, for real? And they sentenced me to prison.
And that's crazy.
So, were you able to go up to the parole board at any time during your sentence?
I went 10 times.
Right.
And they denied you 10 times.
I'm about to ask you.
10th time, I got found. This is the crazy thing, right? Tomorrow's my birthday.
Happy early birthday, man.
Happy early birthday.
But you know, the bittersweet about that is on August 31st, 2018, my mother passed away on my birthday.
Damn.
Rest in love to
You know
your
what I'm
mother.
saying? And I went to the board 6 days after after my mother passed away. So now I'm in there like, damn, my mama died. I'm sick. My daddy had just had a stroke. So I'm like, God damn, I'm sick as a mug. But I go in that board 6 days after the fact, and it was like, man, I got a date. I went to the board, they found me suitable, but what he told me was, he said, man, basically, you were saying your mama made a deal with God for you can come home. I didn't know how to take that, man. I didn't know how to take that. I'm like, what? But, you know, I take it as a blessing, but I lost my mama. And I kind of blame myself because of my behavior. If I wouldn't put myself in certain situations to go to prison, I'll probably be there for my parents. I'll be there for my father. But it's a learning experience, and I just know that everything has a purpose. You know what I mean?
Were you able to go I'm sorry, Munchie.
No,
Were
go
you
ahead.
able to go to your mother's service?
They wouldn't let me go because I was a high risk. My sister was I had the money to give to the people. I was going to get escorted. Man, at the last minute, they told me, you're still a high risk. Even though you finna go home, you got a date, you still considered a high risk. So they didn't let me go. So I come home January 7th, 4 months later, 2019. And my dad, I was able to stay with my dad 90 days, and he passed away right there. I seen this transition the night before. You know, I didn't really understand it, but I seen him. He was sweating and looked like his eyes. I just kissed him. I told him I love him, and I left. Come home, I left, and when I was coming back, I guess he passed away. Got the phone call, and I just asked my ex-girlfriend. I was like, he didn't make it, huh? And she was like, nah. I was like, damn. And then, you know, they wanted me to keep the body there so I can get there and see my dad. I was like, nah, man, I already seen him. Seen him the night before. I don't want to see him like that. But as soon as I got there, I cried like a baby, man. As soon as I went in that room, I was like, damn.
So all this.
Then Nip get killed the same day.
Oh, wow.
Nip get killed the same day. While we in the house with my father, we doing this. We hear the police going down Slauson. We get a call. Nip got shot at the marathon. Same day.
Wow, so it was a chaotic
March
day.
31st. 5 days after my dad turned 70, my father passed away.
So all this in your memoirs.
Yep.
Man, you know she get down with the book. She be.
Oh, I got my memoirs too, because I used to write journals in the pen. I got journals, and I'm turning them into memoirs called In My Own Words. So I'm just, I got pictures, I got all that stuff. So it's
You got legendary photos.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? You got pictures of your pops, Raymond Washington, all that.
I got pops, everybody, man.
Right.
Yeah, just get at me if you ever need help with the book. I write books, so.
Yeah,
That's her get down.
because I've been on that because once we promoted my movie, Birth of a Crip, the Raymond Washington story. We promoting that. We trying to, but you know Hollywood is on strike right now, so it's
The writer's
Right.
strike.
yeah. So now it's kind of hard, but I got people like Bobby Brown, the singer. He's helping me.
Wow.
He helping the family. He's really pushing it, and we got Big U. We got Kenya Ware. We have all these people that's really helping us, man. We did all the interviews. I told Munchie when we do it, they need a blood on there. I got it.
Hey, I'm in there.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah. So you know, it's just about Raymond as the person. You know, we know who he was as a gang member, but what was his whole purpose of starting the movement? He started at 13
Right.
years old.
Okay, but it's the little discrepancy. Did that get cleared up? Anybody from the east side reach out? Because I know a gang of
Well,
the OG, triple OGs from the east side feel like the west side got their hands in it so much. Like, did any of that get resolved? Like, or some of them take part of it, like, or join?
no, I don't think who got Barefoot Pookie. It was a few dudes that was on there.
Barefoot Pokey from the west side.
Yeah, he from the west side, but I don't really know a lot of them dudes that they interviewed. But my thing with that, then, if that's the case, why y'all didn't do a movie?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why y'all didn't do a movie, bro? It's like this is family.
Y'all took the initiative.
Yeah, the whole thing was, you know, everything was based on a thought. You know what this thought was? The thought was I was supposed to write a book. The book was from my journal. This was me. It was me, Kenya, and my homeboy Lamont, Baby Waco. We talking in the living room. He said, man, you should make them journals into memoirs, make it into a book. That's how it started. We said, okay, well, I can do that. I can do that because I had all my stuff. I had sent my journals home when I got found suitable for parole. I sent all my journals home to Lamont, Baby White. I said, read those, man. He said, boy, you can make a book out of this because it's just a lot. Then it turned around. He was like, when we was talking about my Uncle Raymond, he was like, you know what? You can make a movie out of Raymond. Because, that's your uncle, this and that. I mean, they need to know what's really going on with Raymond and all this. So we decided, okay, we can do that. That's how it all started, though. Now, as far as the East Side thing, like I said, man, I mean, they could have talked to the people that was helping me with it. You know what I'm saying? If they
Yeah, I
felt
know
that way.
they know how to get in contact with Big U. I think everybody do.
Or they could have talked to me, because I knew a couple cats from the East Side that I dealt with myself, but nobody said nothing to me. So, and I would have been receptive to, okay, that's cool. Y'all could have probably come in, they could have interviewed you and everything, and y'all could have been on here. But I don't know if they want to be on the interview, if they want to be on TV, if they want to do this. I don't know that.
Right.
But you ain't said nothing to me. And I don't know. I mean, I don't put too much energy in it, man. If they still want to talk, I mean, it's cool. I mean, because it ain't done.
Yeah, I don't think you hard to get in contact with. If I wouldn't have met you through Skip, I still would have. I think I could have found an avenue to get through to you.
Yeah, for sure. Because
So-
I definitely like this guy right here. I've been wanting to holler at him even before we started doing this. Just, have a sit down with him, because I know he's a dude that has his hands in things, and I know with the two communities, we can always come with a resolution on something.
Yes.
That's my whole thing. What's the resolution to the conflict that we have with each other? How can we solve this type of stuff? We've been doing this shit for years. Inglewood Family 6 has been beefing for years, 40-some years, you know what I'm saying? Just like us in the H-Ray gangsters, we've been beefing for them 40-some years. What kind of resolution can we have to stop this bullshit? How can we stop it, or at least slow this stuff down? Because I know everybody not going to be with it, but at the end of the day, I think they all will respect the fact that this is what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
And that's me. That's where I'm at with it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I can go to Inglewood, talk to him. I can go talk to my boy Bandit. I can talk to Tiny Nut. I can talk to Kick-Ass. I can talk to these dudes in Inglewood and be like, what's up, man? Because I got their ear and I got the respect from him. And some of them I bang with, like Kick-Ass. I banged with Kick-Ass. I know him. His brother, my big homie Knuckles, so I know him. I knew the guy from NHP. I knew all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So they can't, man, I just know these dudes like I know dudes from H-Ray gangsters. I know dudes from different hoods, and we have a good relationship. Because it's all about respecting how you present yourself to people, man. Because I'm not out here with the extras trying to be this and trying to be that. I'm just being me, man.
So, being that you were about 8 years old when your uncle Raymond Washington had passed, and you did a long time in prison. Now that you're out, do you get a certain level of respect, being that, or do you have to introduce yourself that way, or do you just keep that private?
I used to keep it private. Truthfully, I kept it private for a long time until my homeboy Kev Mac interviewed my dad. He found out some type of way, and he interviewed my pops. And I talked to Kev. He was like, man, I didn't know Raymond Washington was your uncle. I was like, man. I said, well, shit, man, I didn't think it was that big of an issue. And I didn't think you would believe me anyway, because I'm a light-skinned dude. Raymond Washington dark. My dad dark. I mean, he's dark brown. I mean, me and my babysitter just came out light. But, yeah, so I got another uncle that was...
Kev Mac a hood historian. He be digging.
Yeah,
He'll
he
figure it out.
Yeah, and I got another uncle that was in the pen with Raymond. That's my mother's baby brother named Richard Brown. His name was Back Arms, original Vanguard in prison. So they was in Tracy together. So I got two uncles that got names in prisons. I just talked to my Uncle Ricky, too. He's a preacher. He did life. He had 17 years, got out. Now he's ministering up north, but he's originally out of Watts. So, it's just like, I mean, it is what it is, but, my identity was my identity. I never used Raymond as my crush to say, Raymond Washington, my uncle, man. So, no, Ron got his name
On his own.
my own.
His own, yeah.
On my own.
Yeah.
That's how I go. You got to make your own name.
Gotta make my own name, man. I started off with another name and got my own name, and I just moved there. I go to jail at 18, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the baddest. I don't consider myself the baddest in nothing. I was just me. And I just don't let nobody get in my way of what I'm trying to do. If I feel like I'm being disrespected, I handle my business. That's just what it is, because I'm a man first. But the hood was there, the hood, yeah, but I'm a man. So, I don't never want nobody to you never want to feel disrespected by no other man. That's, cause you're gonna be fighting within yourself on what to do, because you know you're going to want to take off on somebody, but because you're trying to change your life, it's hard. Now you got to sit here and talk to yourself and self-talk about all this bull crap that's going on. But then this is where all these groups in prison come in, and you use these anger management and all these other little stuff that you've learned. So what am I going to do? Should I walk away, or should I just let this dude get away with that? Or should I whoop his ass?
Okay, and the time you was in there, you ain't got no degrees?
No, I just got a GED. I didn't really do college because too much writing for me. College was too much writing, and that wasn't my thing. I just write my journals. But I was more hands-on. I got certified as a plumber. I got certified in fiber optics. I got what else I get? I was auto mechanics, auto body. I'm more trade than I was anything. So I didn't mess with college too much, man. I was just like, man, that's too much writing.
So I know that you didn't get the chance to have kids before you went to prison. You were so young. While you were there and as you were getting older, for the younger dudes that were there, did you ever feel like you had to be a father figure for some of the young dudes, or some of the young dudes looked up to you as like a father figure?
More so like a role model.
Or a role model?
Well, I look at myself to a lot of the dudes as big bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to babysit in prison with these kids. You're going to babysit because you got to be there and watch these dudes and make sure these little knuckleheads don't get into nothing. You know, you just got to keep your eye on them sometime. I just learned, I tell them like this. I'm saying, man, you go on to do what you do, but when you get in trouble and you come back here, you already know what's going to happen, bro. Think about your consequences. Think about your actions, man, because there's going to be consequences, man. Now, if it ain't with me, it's going to be one of the other big homies over here, and they ain't going to have a tolerance level for you.
Right.
So it's on you, man. Whatever you decide to do, you better make it count, man.
So you seen the sit down with me and AD was Skip Townsend, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then going through the comments, they like Munchie seemed like he uncomfortable, or he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't messing with AD but I just be liking stuff to be genuine, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know, man, you know what I'm saying? We got a genuine relationship, so the first time me and AD hollering, I'm more so I'm listening or whatever. It ain't a stand, and just cause I'm on the right thing, that don't mean everybody else is. You know what I mean? Rolling 60s deep as a motherfucker. Maybe 12 of them mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I can't expect the same thing from everybody. So I just want to make that clear. Like, I wasn't standoffish or none of that. And to this day, me and AD, we straight. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that. I seen that you was more of a listener than you was anything.
That part. I was trying to listen. You know, I was giving it an ear, because I don't over talk nobody, because you'll miss something talking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the cool thing about that is, you know, I learned in prison, we had this thing, like these groups, and it's called active listening. You just listen to the person, listen to what he's saying. If you don't understand what he's saying, then say, I don't understand what you were saying right here. Can you explain it a little bit? But you got to give that person the opportunity to speak and let them just be heard. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you get an understanding. And I think that's what he was doing. He was just letting them talk, let them be heard, and then he'll come with his own determination afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because he did say some things like, yeah, spank my people, that's my boy, this and that. And he was just like, well, you know, he was optimistic. He seemed like he was a little optimistic on things, but he was open for it. That's the main thing. He was open for it. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing with me. I'm very open for it. I've been open for it. So, because if I could mess with dudes in prison that's from different neighborhoods and that I can deem ops, why can't I mess with them out here? Because it's an individuality with me. It don't have to be I fuck with your whole hood, but if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You cool.
Because in the end, there's bloodshed on both sides. Yeah. And if it continues, it's going to continue to get worse and worse. And as the generations go on, these kids are pretty active out here. They pretty dangerous. I had another question for you. Being that you and Tookie Williams were in prison at the same time, which is Tookie Williams was also the co-founder of the Crips, did you guys ever get a chance to ever have any type of communication or anything?
I seen Tookie Williams when he came down to the pen. I think it was 91, and he was in high power. I was going to a visit, and I just happened to see him. But no, I never had spoke to him. I've never. The closest person I know that was probably with Tookie at the time when I was down there was probably a couple homies that was in high power. But I've never had words with him. I never spoke with him. None of that.
You never had any like questions or anything for him either. Just
I didn't have no questions for him because at that time I didn't have no words for him because him and Mommy Lil Fee had clashed up in there, and I was more or less like, fuck it, man.
Right.
We got into a Lil Fee, fuck it. I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I mean, if I had a chance to meet him, I would have questions for him. I would ask him questions. But, you know, unfortunately, man, they should have never gassed him, man. I
yeah.
don't think he deserved that.
Yeah, that was. I remember being in high school when that happened. It was regardless of what people say and you know what he was in there for. I thought it was sad. You know, I was a kid, but you know, seeing that he wrote children's book and he had changed his life around and things like that. You know, that's as a kid, that's what I was looking at. You know, so
They ain't no difference. They ain't no different than us. If they can make a decision to off somebody and kill somebody, they ain't no different than any gangbanger on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like who is it? Who are they to make them type of decisions? You know what I'm saying? Like to death or you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And now they doing away with it. All these dudes that's sitting on death row right now finna go to the main line.
right.
They finna do away with it. So it's like, come on, man, you ain't killed nobody since Tookie, I don't think. I don't think nobody else got killed. Anybody got killed since Tookie?
In January, the month after, they did one guy, an old white guy, and they ain't done
The
it
Indian
since.
guy, huh? He was an Indian or something like that?
He wasn't black.
Yeah. I mean, there was two people in the last, what?
what in California, as far as California
This guy
goes.
was December, then the next guy was January.
Yeah, California.
And it ain't happened since January
Yeah,
of 06.
but, I mean, he the first gang member I know that got the gas chamber. I don't know other gang member got the
who Tuggy?
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I thought he had the
The injection.
You know,
the injection.
well, you know, we know the term. I just say gas chamber.
Because it's technically still the gas chamber.
Yeah.
They just do it inside it.
Because didn't they have? I think they even had a hard time because he was so buff. I think they had to give him another
They
injection.
locked us down.
Yeah.
We was on lockdown for that.
no. They
Wow.
thought it was gonna be an uprise. You know what I'm saying?
We was on lockdown. The whole prison was on lockdown. A lot of dudes went to the hole.
The whole CDC was on lockdown.
Yeah. Whole CDC
Wow.
was on lockdown when they gas Tookie.
I was
there.
I was surprised they even allowed his family to even give him a service.
What you mean? They can't control what goes on out here.
No, just because of who he was. I was even surprised they
Hey, look, Mariah, I ain't dead all the time. Not even close to run or whatever. But I've been to prison, and then you go through R&R, and then I'm like, sign this. I'm like, all right, I'm signing a body receipt. Not a receipt for these shoes, a body receipt. So basically, like you know what I'm saying, something happened to you in here that like release your body to your family or whatever. And I'm like, damn, like a body receipt. I ain't never heard of that term before. I'm like, that's crazy.
I never knew that they have you sign
Tookie's
that.
funeral was big. Yeah, 60s there, Hoovers, A-Tray.
All those Bloods and Crips there, like,
there. It was everybody at his funeral. It was on 79th and Western.
So they have you guys sign a body receipt.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
When that body, like an old, they got an old Folsom, they got a grave site behind the prison. If nobody claim that body or get that body, they dump you in the grave site behind the wall. Yeah.
yeah,
The whole prison too.
that body receipt thing, I kind of like played with my head for about a whole 2 minutes, and I had to snap out of it. Like, all right, now here we go. But I'm like, damn, body receipt. That was crazy.
Or that body just be sitting in the morgue until somebody claim it or something. I don't know what the procedure is with that, but it's a cold thing.
Yeah, but a lot of people be in jail so long, all their family done died off. They ain't got no family out there to claim them. So
Right.
that be the case sometimes. Some people go get tossed in that what do you describe with the Folsom thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's so sad. That's terrible.
Hey, but I want to commend you on the Spotter Loc interview because you got approached with certain questions, and I don't think nobody else could have answered it no better. And I think that probably come from being in jail, having the politics, being diplomatic and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I noticed like it ceased on the internet after a while, and I figured I'm like that came from Ron. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to commend you on that though. But right here we don't focus on the little rah and all the little drama though. But I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, because I just feel like, if I don't know everything about people. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I was gone, so I just don't try to indulge myself in all that bull crap, because all that shit do is just cause another. It could have caused some other shit. So
Right.
I gotta protect myself sometimes. Even on social media, you gotta protect yourself, because they'll take shit the wrong way. Just like I see on YouTube, I see my face on something saying this and saying that, even though I didn't say nothing wrong, but it said something about if a person is doing this and seeing if he was a rat in prison, what would happen? 9 times out of 10, he said they wouldn't even be able to unpack their stuff. I just feel like, okay, I put myself out there, I open myself up for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say sometimes you just gotta guard yourself and guard your words, man, and just know how to really.
Okay, but okay, to the YouTube listeners, man, you gotta listen to the whole interview. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it be broken up into parts, and it might seem messy just off the 5 minutes you seen, but the whole interview, if you listen to it in totality, it ain't like that. You know what I mean? And then there do be a lot of with these titles and some clickbaits and stuff. You know what I mean? And then you might click it and it don't have nothing to do with the title. You know what I mean? But I heard the whole thing with Spider Logan, Ron. You know what I mean? And he didn't disrespect nobody through and through. And then he was real punctual and he delivered it right to where didn't nobody get offended. And shit, he was right on with it though. So I got it. That's why I said I got to commend you on that. You did that though, for real.
Thank you.
No, most definitely. So now, do you work with the youth, or like what are you doing nowadays since you've been home? What, about 4 years?
Been on 4.5, a little over 4.5. I work for a nonprofit called Urban Alchemy, the Circle Team. We work with the homeless. I feel like that could have been the best thing. That's the best thing for me, because I vowed going to the board that I would try to do what I can to give back to the community, and what no better way but to give back to trying to house homeless people and try to give them the things they need. Food, water, whatever we need, housing, for sure, housing. So I think, like I say, that's living amends right then and there. And I do things that don't expect nothing in return. I love my job. I love what I do. I get tired sometimes. Like, man, I be tired as hell coming home from work, because I go to the gym every day and everything. But at the end of the day, I love my job. I love helping people. I love, coming to the table with ideas, like with Munchie or whoever else, like my boy Baby Spike, coming with ideas to see what we can do to change things. Cause Spike just sent me a text now about what did he send me? He just sent me a text about bridge building night. And I think that's talking about Bloods and Crips coming together, and it's gonna be food, resource sharing, community healing. Tomorrow night. But
Okay.
it's just
And for everybody know, Spike from where?
A-Tray Gangsters. That's my boy. I did time with him, and he's a real advocate towards change in this community and in all communities that would accept him, and and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to do the same thing. I'm just trying to be a voice, or be a vessel, man, and try to talk to these kids. Because if I can get 1 or 2 people out of 10 or 20, I'm doing something right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the object. If I can get 2, maybe next I can get 3 or 4 people. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
That's what I try to. That's why I be going to the schools. Well, I ain't been since, because COVID hit. I need to pick back up, but I try to target the age group before they gain a reputation somebody won't forgive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, or they get too active, because you did 29 years, and somebody might see you from way back in 88 and still be pissed off. You know what I mean? But like, if you get somebody my daughter age, you know what I mean? Well, nah, they be acting around 16,
It's
17.
typically 11 to 14 when they first start joining, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I want to get them before they get started. Like, you got a face full of tattoos, or you got whackouts and all. I'm like, you know what I mean? Whatever. It's cool. Man, you could be straight, but I ain't trying to save your life. But you know what I'm saying? I'll be more so on that, though.
And the one thing about talking to the community and talking to these people, you got to speak the language they understand. Mm-hmm. You got to speak the language they understand, and so they'll know where you're really coming from, man, because you've been there, and this is how you have to deliver what you have to say to them. So you have to basically speak their language that they understand, man. Yeah, man, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but you delivering your pitch on who you are and what you've been through in life, from where you was and to where you are today.
And it'd be cool that I'm younger and I'm closer in age, and they probably could hear something still. You know what I'm saying? They know I could resonate. You know what I'm saying? So they versus it being your mama and your mama like whatever age. You know what I'm saying? Your mama's supposed to tell you or preach to you like that. But if you hear from somebody you know that really been through it, that's about that life, ain't no buster, and they ain't saying it because they scared. You know what I mean? It hit kind of different.
Yeah, most definitely. Being that because you have both of your parents, a lot of the times they say kids join gangs or get into commit crimes because there's an absent parent or things of that nature. Where do you think your head was at during that time?
Me?
No.
I had my parents. I think it was more or less my parents had 4 other kids to nurture, and maybe because I felt like I wasn't getting the attention I felt I was looking for or deserved. You know what I'm saying? My dad used to get on me super tough. You know, I used to get whoopings too. So I think that didn't help. I mean, it was just like I had anger issues. You know, growing up, I mean, you push me to the wall, I'm gonna start swinging. And I think I used to, you know, growing up as a kid, I think I jumped on by other gang members because of where I grew up at before I even started gang banging too. So a lot of that has to do with it too. And I was like, man, forget all that, man. If I'm gonna keep getting jumped by these dudes, I'm finna beef them over here, man. I know these dudes. I grew up with these dudes. This is what it is. I bet you they won't be doing this now. And I joined the gang, but you know, my family, I kept it away from my family for long. I tried my best to. I never brought it home, but the reality was I was bringing it home when I thought I wasn't. But when my father first found my first blue rag, he found my baby brother, Tiny Ron, went in my drawer, grabbed my rag, gave it to my pops. My pops came in there, man, what is this? Don't bring this shit in my house. And he got on me. I mean, my daddy got on me, man. My daddy got on me so hard. I looked at my little brother, I said, I ought to pop you, man. But, I mean, I guess you at that age sometime, man. Sets of friends and, you know, looking to be noticed. A lot of it has to do with
when
it.
you young, you impressionable too, though.
Yeah, so it's a lot of it. I didn't play no sports. I mean, I tried to play sports. I played football. I was game banging playing football for Crenshaw. That didn't work. So I should have started a little bit. I would try to play baseball and all this stuff. I mean, I boxed. My mother didn't want me to pursue it, but I used to box. I used to train. My cousin's a professional boxer, and he trained me over the street gym.
For the record, sports, that bridges gaps. A lot of people cool with each other today because they didn't play sports as kids. You know what I mean? Like Low F Bone, Mad Dog, Big D. That was all my coaches at one point. I played football with they kids. You know what I mean? And CJ Mack, you know what I mean? His son, we all play football together, and they cool with my family, and my family is bloods, like, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? I'm cool with a lot of people from my childhood because of sports. Sports really bridge gaps, though. Like KP from Rollin Hundreds with the 100 Days, 100 Nights. I mean, he lived with my uncle at one point, you know what I mean? And, like, I couldn't go to his funeral, but my family, we sent flowers or whatever. I wasn't about to go to that, but, like, that I'm cool with a lot of the people that I ain't supposed to be cool with is because of sports. Sports bridge the gap for sure.
So I don't think I ever asked you that question either, Munchie, about like when you first started gang banging. Like what was that like deciding factor for you?
Deciding factor?
Yeah, like did something happen?
I thought I was a blood in elementary. I was claiming what my daddy claimed. I thought I was from 89 Friendly Swan in elementary, just mimicking them, you know what I mean? And then it's like, you know, like a parent to be racist, and then they got kids, and they kids automatically racist for no reason. They don't know why, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, we was already groomed to say relative, we didn't say cousin, we say drool, when the slide bar was out, like you drew, you know what I mean? It didn't. But keep in mind, my dad wasn't with that. He didn't want me to gangbang at all. And then even when I started, my hood and my dad from the east side, when it's hood days and parties, they hoods is there. So I'm trying to hang out and my dad there, so I know he there. I'm trying to stay on this side of the room. He over there. I'm watching you. Then I bump into one of his homeboys. Hey, yo, he a Peebo over there. I'm like, I don't care. I'm trying to avoid it, but he didn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to push me that direction, but, you know, some people be, like I said, people, especially when you glamorize gangs and it look cool, the homies getting money, that they getting the bras, they, you know what I'm saying? And then the tough guys get the respect, you know what I mean? Like, all that be playing a factor, you know what I mean? But, you know, I got all the people like coming up from when I was young, I played football with, we grew up and be from different hoods, but like we all grew up and still being straight, you know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's like super good. I wanted to shift gears with you, Ron. If you don't mind us getting personal. So now that you home, do you feel still youthful? Like, do you still feel really young?
Sometimes.
So do you date and stuff now? Are you married, anything?
No, I'm not married. I was married. I was married in prison for about 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a family visit and all that.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was married.
That part.
Okay.
I was about to say the first 15 or the last 15. Yeah, hell yeah. I had to go back to the cell with a smile on his face.
Yeah, and right now I'm chilling. Everything good. Everything seemed to be up and up.
Hey, look, everybody out there, at the end, he'll give his Instagram, you know what I mean? He's single as a cigarette, so, you know, tap in, don't tap out. I mean, no. You got to look like something, and then you got to come with a W-2. You got to be employed, you know what I'm saying? But tap in.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, it's good, though. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling and enjoying the shit, enjoying life, man. I'm out here. Sometimes I feel old, but then I hit that gym every day.
Yeah.
I hit that gym every day, so when I do feel like I don't want to go, I'll push myself to go, but I feel good at the end of the day. I don't want to never be lazy, so.
Am I right? He had me feeling like, damn, man, I'm tripping. I him like, yeah, man, by the way, I was out the country for 10 days. I'm like, 10 days? Now, I ain't got a passport, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He came on, where was you at for 10 days?
France.
Nice.
To France for 10 days, man. Enjoyed myself. That's a place I would recommend everybody to go to, man.
Okay, so a lot of people are under the impression that you, like, for like convicted felons or people that have been to prison, they cannot get their passport. So what are the like regulations for that?
Well, you gotta get off parole. Once you get off parole, you can basically get your passport.
Okay.
And it took me 2 weeks. I went to Dominguez, the college, went to the passport department and got my passport.
I heard that.
So, and I got the card that looked like a driver's license, and I got the book.
Nice. So where's your
that
next?
sucker
Where you going
stamped.
next?
Well, my sister was talking about either Morocco or she want to go back to Bali. I haven't been there, but I mean, I told her wherever y'all want to go, I'm with it.
Man, I want to go to Jamaica, bro.
I want to go
Cool.
to Cuba.
They say Cuba cool too.
I don't want to go nowhere they tripping, and then because the old girl got caught with that little bit of weed, and they had her acting like she like shot somebody or something.
I
Like,
was in Russia, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't plan on going there anyway. So not like that, but
and being gay is against the law. So if you got a little girlfriend and you come with your girlfriend, don't do it. You know,
If you want to go out the country, try France. You might have to have.
oh yeah, that's on my bucket list.
You
for
can
sure.
use your debit card out there and everything, so you ain't got to worry about the money issue or nothing.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list for
I
sure.
was in South France. I was there in Monte Carlo. I was in Cannes. I forgot the other. What started with an I? Inez or whatever. I went to Saint Tropez. They got this place called Nikki Beach off the Mediterranean, like a little beach. One of the best day parties I've been to.
I was about to say Nikki
Oh, you
Beach
was
kind of sound.
living.
It kind of sound lit.
Yeah,
Like it's I don't want to say, but you know
it was lit, bro.
that part.
It was lit.
And you don't drink or anything like that, so you was
nothing,
just
bro.
natural, just naturally having fun, enjoying
On the
the.
yacht, and we drove like an hour, maybe an hour and a half to Saint Tropez. Went to Nikki Beach. It was all good. Enjoyed myself, man. It was good, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a small hiccup. I get this cleared up. I'm gonna get my passport. I need to get to Jamaica. It just sounds desirable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to go to
Water
Jamaica
clean.
too. I haven't been.
Water clean, man. Water clean. The ocean
You been to
is clean.
Jamaica?
No, I seen the water, but I'm talking about France. France
Oh,
water
France
clean.
water is clean.
But Jamaica too now.
Yeah, my mom goes all the time. I want to go so bad too.
Jamaica too.
Me and Munchie, our birthdays are near each other. We might have to plan a trip to Jamaica. Once we
Yeah.
get that hiccup cleared.
Yeah, we out of here.
Get that passport, bro. Get it. And when you get that stamp, put it on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's a flex.
Damn.
Yeah, cause I got homies that ain't never left the surrounding cities of Inglewood. They Gardena, Hawthorne, South Central. You know what I mean? They hella local. Like they ain't never left the city though. So or they ain't been past Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like no, I gotta get out the country, go international one time.
It was a 13-hour flight too.
Ooh, did you have a layover or it was just
In New Jersey.
New Jersey?
But I'll tell you, if you go first class, where you can just lay back and watch a movie and just chill. You ain't got to worry about your legs getting off.
Yeah, man, that leg space be getting me, bro. I'm like, oh man, they tripping.
First class, I'm gonna tell you that because I didn't go first class. It beat my knees all the way up.
And you seem kind of tall. Yeah,
Yeah,
when you first walked, you kind of. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you was in trouble.
Yeah.
I know you had to lay to the side to get
Yeah,
a
I
little.
was trying. I was watching a movie, but I just couldn't get comfortable. So I just stayed up the whole 13 hours. I didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure taking some sleeping pills. I'm knocking out for 13 hours.
That's a long flight.
Yeah,
And I thought a 5-hour flight was crazy.
man.
13 hours? My
Yeah,
goodness.
13 hours.
So did you plan your next trip yet? Not yet. Y'all still talking about it?
We still talking about it. Whatever they decide to do, I just gotta, build up some PTO time, and I'm gonna start taking and go.
Yeah, I heard that. Live your best life. That's
what's
right.
happening, man. He came home, hit the ground running, and got it right.
You doing better than most people that's been out this entire time. Not utilizing their time right.
I got some inspiring sisters, man. They love to travel, so they love to do. They travel, so when I get a chance to travel with them, I'm gonna do it.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to your sisters.
Yeah.
yeah. That be the problem. You need some travel buddies that ain't broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That be the problem.
Yeah.
And that are adventurous and want to try different things.
Yeah.
And not want to do the same things that you could do back at home.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do different things.
Man, 'cause I'm proud of my sisters. They real successful, man. They in the hair business. They got their
Alright.
own salons up north and down south. They doing their thing.
Okay.
Shout out to your
You better tap in.
Yeah, give them a shout out. What's the name of this?
Dream Girls Fine Hair Import.
Dream Girls Fine.
Yeah.
Ink.
Everybody
Elk Grove,
tap in.
California, and in Culver City.
I might need to tap in with that too.
Yeah. They good.
Yeah. Or I gotta ask. They already made it clear it ain't no malice. They gonna do it for the culture. 600 cartoon one. They got a boxing match about to get going. Who you got? No. I ain't no. I wanna
You know
know.
what? Let me say this. I'm gonna stay neutral, but I know cartoon. I was on the Yarber cartoon.
Uh-huh.
He was a beast.
Yeah.
He was a beast. He is a beast.
Yeah.
I just met 600 when I came home. He seemed to be a fair, cool dude. But on that one, I'm just gonna watch it.
Oh man, no.
I'm just go watch it.
All right. We got that. Hey, I thought you was gonna go with the home team. Like, man, 600 for sure.
I mean, anything can happen in boxing. Though I'm gonna tell you, man. I thought Earl Spitz was gonna beat Terrence Crawford, but only reason why I was leaning a little bit towards Terrence Crawford was because my mother's from Omaha, Nebraska too. She was born in Omaha, Nebraska, so I was like, yeah, mine was from Omaha, so I rock with him a little bit, just. But I like Earl Spence and I like Terrence Crawford. I like the respect that they have for each other after the fight and before the fight.
Hey, no, it's cool. See, if everybody could see everybody getting in the ring, don't be scared to squabble. You know what I mean? Or the embarrassment. They ain't gonna run to guns as fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead,
And Cartoon called him out. From what I understand, he wanted to fight. So we're gonna see how this go.
Yeah, see, but Cartoon, people was getting pitched at him. He like, they too small. He didn't want to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants somebody evenly matched.
I know him. I've seen him in action on the yard before, so I know him.
He said, "No, I know him."
I know that's my partner.
See, Mariah, I don't know if you seen both of them. They both big dudes. You know what I'm saying?
I seen 600, but I don't know the other gentleman. But whoever got, the most stamina that can and technique, because the footwork is that's where like all the power comes from. Those feet.
No, hold on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you where the power come from. The power come from your legs and your shoulders.
Yes.
Now you gotta have footwork. If you don't have footwork, you ain't got nothing.
Nope. I used to box for 11 years, by the way.
Yeah. See, so you already know. So you already know.
You gave it away. You shouldn't even say nothing.
Yeah. So if you got footwork, then you already know them legs and them shoulders is powerful. And 600, he got footwork. He trained, so he might have a little edge because he has the knowledge, the boxing knowledge. Because I think a boxer can beat a street fighter any day. To me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
A boxer can beat a street fighter
for sure.
Because ain't no way in hell. And I used to train when I was a kid. I'm gonna let a street fighter whoop my ass. No, I'm gonna use some of this boxing skills I got, and I'm gonna put you on your pocket. I'm gonna do my best to.
And one thing about boxing is something that you never lose. It's like it's in you.
It's in you, and it's in me. I mean, I can go right now and hit the speed bag. I can go in there. I said I was gonna start back training with my cousin Edwin. Go here because he got a gym at his house with the bag, everything. So I might just get back in there and start because I was doing it in prison.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I was hitting the bag. I was doing the speed. But the brother Lil Tombstone from Blackstone, Slauddin, that was my coach. Man,
can you jump rope real good?
If I keep going, I probably can.
You got to get it back.
I can triple jump. I can still do it to this day. Triple jump. You know what I'm talking about?
Box for real?
Oh yeah.
That's why
what division?
I don't think you should have said it.
I was getting ready to. It was right before they allowed the Women's Olympics, but I got pregnant with my son, and that stopped me. And then I went back. Just to train, just to keep, What
you think about Clarissa Shield and the other Baumgartner?
I'm not familiar with them because you know why? I kind of stopped watching it after it got a little commercialized, and then it was a lot of UFC. I'm not into UFC.
Yeah.
Is Carissa one of the ones with the?
She undisputed, dark skinned.
I'm talking about the woman with the Olympic things going on, and they didn't really want to give her credentials after winning because she said she got more male hormones than the female hormones. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
All right, we got. You know what I'm talking about,
Alex?
Alex?
Look that one up.
I don't know, but I know there's this one. They said there's this one boxer that's real good. She's a female from Detroit. They say she's real good. I don't know her name.
Is it Baumgartner or is it Clarissa Shield?
You could be on it. I don't know, but I know they said that she was really good. I had looked at some of her video. I was like, okay, yeah, she got it.
Everybody seen. I remember when I had a fight in prison, man. And as soon as they seen my stance, my dude wanted to fight me. I put my stance up. It was like, oh, this nigga used to box. Mm-hmm. It was like, damn. I was like, man, you in trouble now. Either I'm gonna get beat up or you gonna get beat up.
I've been wanting to go back too. I just had to stop wearing nails, and I'm gonna go back and just train.
Man, I didn't. Damn, man, you would never think that she
looks is deceiving, and that's why I say you shouldn't have said nothing. But the cat's out the hat, man.
You would be probably a lightweight, huh, or a featherweight?
I think I was featherweight. When I was boxing, I was like 118. Yeah, this is probably the heaviest I've ever been, to be honest. But I was good. I was good.
You was, man. I bet you was beating your boyfriend up too.
I was good. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to train with only men and the Army National Guard, so I was the only girl.
She told me about a couple of W's, and she ain't proud of it. You know when you forced, like, don't make me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't proud of it.
You hit that part of that chin, it's over. Or hit that side of that head or that chin or that ear, it's over with.
First man to the chin win.
Because one of my street fights, the girl passed away 2 years ago, so I don't like to really brag about that just because she passed away. It had nothing to do with me fighting her. I was in high school. She was older than me. She just didn't like me. Long story short, me knowing how to fight, I told her I didn't want to fight her. And I knocked her out. When she hit the floor, she had a seizure. So, yeah, it was bad. And that was, then 3 weeks later, I got into another fight with a girl. She was trying to fight my cousin and broke her nose. So I was like, I don't want to fight no
You need
more.
to register them hands. Then,
I
man.
was about to get my hands registered, and then I ended up getting pregnant with my son. So
My daddy taught me the art, like self-defense. He was in the Marines, so he taught me a little self-defense and how to use my hands and stuff. When I know I take that. I took the shit I learned with my cousin boxing. I went to the Hoover Street Gym and trained. I mean, I was a fighter in the neighborhood. Everybody that know me know Ron was a fighter. He was a fighter in the hood, and that's what I did. But you know, and as I get older, you know, man, shit, I fuck around and break my wrist or something, man. I'm old, man.
yeah, you're not old.
I'm old, man. I don't, you know.
Old is a mindset.
Yeah, you know, I'm 52. I'll be 52 tomorrow, man. I feel
That's
good.
the
It's a
mindset.
blessing.
It
Because
is
some
a
people
blessing.
can't make it to see 20, 25. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, 18 nowadays.
Yes, so, you know, that's why I'm saying we gotta save these kids, man.
Yes,
Because
sir.
they don't understand the ripple effect of their actions once they,
Sign up.
yeah, man.
Yes, and for the record, I don't want to fight nobody. I just
See, that's all I'm saying. They
a
about to be
prissy
trying
girl.
to throw you out there for a celebrity fight.
Yeah,
Keep your nails on, man.
yeah,
Keep your nails on.
I'm prissy. I ain't trying to fight. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, it's all good. I mean, we live and learn from our past mistakes, even our accomplishments, man. You know, we accomplished some things and we feel like we can do better. I'm gonna strive for this now. Like if you make a mistake or two, man, just learn from it and keep it pushing, man. Keep
Yeah.
it pushing, man, because I guarantee you keep striving towards the goal you seek, you're gonna make it. And once you make it, you're gonna have another goal that you want to set. You might bump your head a couple times, but you're gonna make it. You just got to have that mindset of I'm gonna do it. I can get there.
The goal is to always be better than who you were yesterday.
Exactly. And I said that a long time ago. You just took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, I used to say that all the time in prison.
Yeah, you know, I read a lot, so, you know, we probably got that from a book or something. I don't know. I read a lot.
I
but
think I got that just from life.
life, that's that's me.
Life, man.
Yeah.
We lived. Munchie, you can agree. We lived a life, man.
Yes.
I mean, I had parents in my life. I had a good family. I got everything, but I still lived a life of violence, man. I self-imposed on myself. Really, I did that. I'm not blaming nobody for my
Likewise.
shortcomings, man, but myself. I did that. My choices and decisions got me where I went, but my life and decisions got me where I'm at today. I'm out.
Yes. I actually remind Munchie all the time, like he's a walking testimony. I probably say this every episode. And this weekend, we all had a blast this weekend. Me, Munchie, and a couple of the friends, Ash Bash. And me and Munchie had like a deep talk just about like, you know, things he's been through. And I was like, you always appear to be happy, like, and in good spirits, and like you don't carry this on, like, and I used to be a severely depressed person prior to me even doing this podcast for just general life stuff that I couldn't even control. It had nothing to do with a man or anything, just general life stuff. And I told Munchie, I felt bad, like how dare I be depressed, and you've been through way worse things than I have, and you brought out so much happiness in me, bringing me out the house. I had a blast.
Man, he was drunk. I seen him on there. He was drunk. He
Hey,
was tipsy.
He
I
was
seen
singing
him.
R&B.
He gave me a shout out too. I heard him too, man. I was like, look,
Yeah.
my boy. He gave me a shot, man.
No, for sure. Hey, no, yeah, we was karaoke in the car. You know, I'm an R&B thug.
He was singing. He said he made us play John B, Avant. We was having a
My boy,
blast.
too. I like John B though.
Yeah, we
like
had a
John B.
blast.
I like John B, man.
Hey, no, that was cool, man. Nah, people gotta know how to be themselves, and you ain't have me gangsta all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta know how to have fun. Like,
Can I take another shot? No, take another shot. Can I? I'm gonna send a shout out to my organization. It's called A Step Towards Change, towards juvenile reform.
Yes.
And I would like to go into prisons with it as well. I got myself and Ronshell Mack, who's helping me put everything together from Atlanta. We're doing our thing. We're trying to, just get this thing up going. I'm gonna be up in Sacramento probably soon. Cause my brother-in-law Marcel has a podcast. I'm gonna get on there, and we're gonna just try to push this thing as far as we can. And if you want to be a part of it too, Munch, hey man, we can go up north too and talk to these kids too, man.
Munch, you gotta get on that. I'm gonna push you.
no. I was trying to say, like, how to get inside the juvenile halls and stuff like that. I always wondered though, but you know what I mean.
You got to fill out the application. Baby Spike gave me the app. You got to go online and fill it out. But once I get it from him again, I'll send it to you. I guess you could fill it out for him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can do that, man. Cause we need to get up in there and talk to these kids, man. Cause
Yes.
all the hard niggas is dead, man, or in jail. I'm telling you, man, ain't no hard niggas out here. We play hard. We know who we are. We ain't letting nothing slide. We doing what we do, but
Oh yeah, I'm comfortable
yeah,
in my
we
skin. I'm straight.
comfortable about who we are and what we, I'm not proud about what I've done. Don't ever get it twisted like I'm proud about my actions and what took place and all that. But I'm proud about who I am today.
That's why I say it's harder to do the the good thing or positive thing. It's way harder. You know what I mean? Because typically this ain't the cool thing to do. You know what I mean? So like you gotta be secure with yourself and shit like that. Then. You know what I mean? But I'm cool with what I do. Like, I ain't tripping.
And the only thing I could commend Munchie on is that, regardless of what people may say about him, I don't care. Because motherfuckers done asked me questions, and I was like, man, listen, man, that's my partner. I don't give a fuck about that. I mean, that's my partner. This is a person I deal with. We have a personal relationship that we deal with each other on. I don't care about all that y'all talking about. Because half the shit y'all be saying, or half the shit a cat to say about somebody don't even be true. It don't even be true half the time. So that's why I be like, bro, if y'all don't have y'all information right, why y'all speak on stuff?
For half the stuff that people say about him is crazy. To be around him personally, I felt the safest. I had the most fun. He's just like a ball of energy,
Yeah.
But for other people that don't get to experience that, that's just on them.
Yeah,
People
but
gonna talk.
a reputation hard to shake though. So if they, what I'm saying, they just know me one way, then that's what it is though. But
But his reputation might not shake for 50 years, but guess
That's
what?
what I mean.
Within that 50 years, I bet he do something good.
He's already doing something good,
Exactly.
We all here
Something
doing
good gonna come
something
about
good.
it. I just believe something good always gonna come about it, because if you're striving towards greatness, you're gonna receive greatness.
that part.
Yep.
Straight
And
up.
like we both said, as long as we are better than who we were yesterday and we learn something, that's what
day.
matters the most. Ron, why don't you shout out all of your social medias and then again your organizations that you're working with? That way we can put them in the description.
Okay, Ronnie Cool 47 is my Instagram and Facebook page. Step Toward Change is the organization that I'm working with right now. That is really, it's my organization, me and a couple of people that we're doing. I want to give a shout out to my movie. It's Birth of a Crip, the Raymond Washington story. We pitching it, man. We just trying to get it going. We know that Hollywood is on strike right now, the writers, so we just have to be patient. But this is what we doing. In my book, in his own words, that'll be coming out soon. I may need your expertise on that.
I would love to help.
Yes, so I mean, this is just a shout out to my family, my sisters, my brothers, my aunties, my uncles, cousins, my homies out there. Mad Ronnie, rest in peace, man. That was my boy. We just lost him a few days, like last week. 59 years old. That's crazy. But to the whole community, Crenshaw, Daria, Inglewood, whatever. Munchie B, I'm shout out to all y'all. And my birthday tomorrow, rest in peace to my mom. She died on my birthday, so I'm gonna go visit her tomorrow. It's all good. I love life. I love being free, and let's just keep it going. And I would love for y'all to invite me back.
We would love to have you back, and happy early birthday. Rest in love to your mommy. Thank you. And ladies, he is single. W2. Go ahead and give your shout outs, Munch.
Oh man, shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? We do this every, you know what I'm saying? But everybody follow the new Richard Hart Instagram _ Richard Hart, spelled how it's supposed to be spelled is _ Richard Hart. And and Birth of a Crip. I'm gonna be one of the Domos in there, so everybody watch out for me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, right?
You didn't give your Instagram.
I ain't tripping. I'm focused on Richard Hart _ Richard Hart Podcast. Everybody go follow that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have that in the description also. We just kicked off the Instagram page. Go tap in with it.
And what do you want to say about your latest song?
Okay. On the intro, on the outro, it's called Make It Out. Featuring me, my boy Dizzy and Roshi, you know what I'm saying? And make a way, you know what I'm saying? Make it out. My bad, I've been drinking. It's
He do this every time.
Yeah, make
That's
it
why I
out though. So
purposely
you know
do
what I'm saying? On
this.
the intro, on the outro, you know what I'm saying? Go tap in with that.
Your boy L, what's his name? L, the one you used to rap with all the time. The big dude with the beard they used to rap with.
Who, me?
Yeah.
To my LZ Turner?
No, L, he go by initials from, I think he from 9 Dudes.
Oh, LT.
Yeah, LT, what happened to him?
Oh yeah, no, that's my boy. He out there stay here in Oklahoma.
He tight too, man.
Yeah, no, he dope, man. He went out there, had a gang of kids and settled in it. You know what I'm saying? He pop up. Shout out my boy LT.
Ron, if you need me to narrate in the movie at any given time, I would love to be a narrator.
I got you. Where you at?
I could do whatever you need me to do. I always wanted to be an actress.
Got you.
Don't forget.
I'm
coming
gonna
for
stay in
you.
touch with y'all. So I'm gonna do it. I mean, if I win, I want everybody to win.
I heard that.
Everybody.
That part, win again.
Yes. Yes, make sure you guys follow our Rich at Heart podcast Instagram, and then make sure you follow my Instagram _Mariah with 4 H's _. Y'all know I'm the executive assistant for Trap LA, as well as working with street gangs, and yeah, the princess of the pod.
Rich at Heart, we out of here.
We out of here.
All right, peace out.
I never thought we'd make it out, cause we didn't take the safer route. Now it's ownership and bank accounts. The beef, what that cake about? Young and black on that paper route. They never thought we'd make it out. Never thought we'd make it out, cause we didn't take the safer route. Now it's ownership and bank accounts. The beef, what that cake about? Young and black on that paper route. They never thought we'd make it out.
I fuck with your music, nigga. I see you, nigga. Keep going, nigga, on Bloods. That shit is good, nigga. It's good energy, nigga. It's good for you, nigga, to show niggas you can do it no matter what, nigga. No matter what, nigga, you can do it, nigga. Believe that, nigga. So keep pushing the cold line, nigga. Keep popping, nigga, on Bloods. I'll be home soon to fuck with it, nigga. We'll see.